Hey everybody, as you can tell by the title of this video, it is all about vinyl records. Now, the type of vinyl record I have is a Museum Thomas, and what it consists of is in the front, there is a radio, there is a cassette tape section on the side that you can play cassette tapes, and on the top is the vinyl record. Now, there are three dials on it. And $1 is to turn the record player on. The second one is to tune the radio. And the third one is to turn the radio from radio to the record player and turn the record on. Now, vinyl records is a hobby. It is not something you just do because you just want to do it because you're bored. No. You go and you collect records or you collect 45s. Now, people have been collecting records since back in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 40s, since I don't know when, so long ago. Now, for me, I started collecting records after my grandfather, who was my dad. I started collecting records because ever since I was a kid, he would have his parties and do his thing and have his record player and be blasting his records, and it was a great hobby of his and it is a great hobby of mine. You know you're a record collector when you do certain things with records. So let's get into it. Now, if you don't know what a record is, I'm going to show you what a record is. There will be more videos of different, pictures and stuff of what records are. I do have a TikTok that shows you my records. Now, I'm definitely going to take a moment, go to my TikTok, and I'm going to show you the video of my records. Excuse me. This right here is the video. Now, it is a video, so you're going to hear my voice. This is my record player. This right here is the radio version. Up top, as you can see, that's the record player. And right here on the side, this right here, it plays cassette tapes. It is a Museum Thomas series record player. Please comment down below what record player. Please comment down below what record player you have and which one you think is best to use. Now, that is a little snippet of my record player. Now, you can go. I would definitely tell y'all can go to Best Buy, you can go to Target, you can go to Walmart to get y'all record players, but they're going to be a lot of money. And when I tell y'all at the end of the video where I got my record player from, you're going to be like, oh my God, that was the bestest buy ever. You're going to think, like, that was the best buy ever. Best buy ever. Now, I'm glad I showed you guys the type of record player I have. Now, if you've never seen a record before, I'm going to show you. Now, the record I'm showing you now are the records I just bought today. So I'm not going to show you all of them, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of them. They don't have the case on them at this present moment. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about before I show you the record. Now, you know you're a record collector if you have this plastic case. Now, what is this plastic case? They already come in a case like this. So why do you have a case like this? Now, I have a case like this to go over the record so that your records can look like this. Now, this is a John Legend record, but so that your records can look like this. Now, all of my records have this nice clear plastic on them so that Your record that comes like this. Your record that comes like this in this paper cardboard container that your record goes in does not get wet, does not get a mildew smell, does not get scratched or dirtied. If I have this plastic over top, it protects your record. So you have a better record and it lasts longer. Now, for those of you who don't know what records look like, I'm going to show you. And there's certain ways to hold a record. Do not hold, one second. Now you can see, look at where I'm holding this record. You may think this record is going to fall. It's not going to fall because I got a very good grip on it. But look at my hands. Look at my hands and the posture, the hand movements I have on this vinyl record. You always hold records like this, okay? You never hold records, or you can hold them from right here or anywhere in this paper area, but you never hold records from this part right here. Never hold records from this part right here, because you will get so many fingerprints on the record that sometimes it messes the record up from playing and you won't be able to play the record. So always hold it like that. Now, when you get a record, you do want to inspect your record. You do want to look like how I'm looking at the corner on the edge. I'm looking at the edge. Now, you guys are just looking at it like regularly. But as a pro record collector, I'm looking at the edges and I'm looking and I can see the whole entire record. And I can see if it has scratches on it, or I can see if it doesn't have scratches on it. I can see the imperfections or perfections on the record. I can see if it needs to be cleaned. That is what you look for when you first buy a record. You open it up and you look. Now, some records will have the plastic on it so you can't open it up. But most of them will not, because they're already used, depending on where you get your records from. So you do that because if you bring home a record that has a bunch of scratches, it will mess up the needle on your record player. And the needle of your record player will go into the scratches, grooves on the record, and it will damage the record even more. Plus, you'll have to buy a new needle because now you messed up your needle. So make sure you do that. And as you can tell, the whole time I'm holding this record and showing and demonstrating to you guys, I'm holding it from what? The sides. I'm never holding it from this black spot, this black part right here. I'm not. Because then you're going to mess up your record. Put it back in the case. And if you guys are wondering what record this is Barry White, Stone Gone. Now, if you wonder what type of music do I collect mostly, I collect mostly Motown music from back in the day. I don't collect that much music from today's day and age, just because it's the type of music I like, it's the type of music that I listen to. I collect a lot of music from back in the day. Don't get me wrong. I do collect some music from today's day and age, but not that much. Because as you can see, I had that John Legend one. As you can see, I got a Beyonce one, a Lizzo one, I got an Eminem one, I got a Dr. Dre. So don't get me wrong, I do listen to a lot of Motown, so I have a lot of Motown records, but I do have some from today's day and age. Now, with that being said, let's move on to the next one. Now, for me, and this is just me, when I have this plastic, and I put this plastic on the record, and let me show you the record with the plastic on it because it's a better demonstration. Let's see if I have a record that has what I'm trying to demonstrate on it. No, it does not. Okay, so they don't have it on there. But sometimes when you have records, they will have stickers on the actual cardboard that covers the record. They'll have stickers on there that say, like, for example, 25th anniversary or whatever about the record. I normally nicely, and I don't rip this cardboard, but I normally nicely take that sticker off, put the case and the record in this protective plastic, and then I'll normally put that sticker on the top if there's some space, or on the bottom somewhere here if there's some space, so that whatever stickers were on the actual case of the record, I can keep it if it's worth salvaging and keeping. Because sometimes it will say 25th anniversary, or it will say something that is really unique to the record that you need to keep. And a lot of people don't know that, and they'll just get rid of the plastic because there's already plastic on the, like this one, for example. Look at this one. This one came with plastic already on it, and it's to protect the actual case. But I don't keep this protective plastic on it. I take it off and I put this one on. So there's another type of plastic that's already on the records when you pick it up from the store, and it's kind of like this. But the one I have is just a better protective one. But sometimes the stickers will be on this plastic up top or on the bottom, and so I'll keep it. I'll keep the stickers because they're worth salvaging and saving, because some of them say a lot of good things about your records on it. And I'll put it on this plastic. One moment, let me go check in my record collection if I have one to demonstrate to you guys. I believe I do, because I do this all the time. Sorry about that, I had to grab my record to show you guys. Okay, I'm back. But wasn't gone too long. Now, as you can see, this sticker right here is on the plastic. It's not on the actual record. I mean, the actual cardboard plastic. The actual cardboard that covers the cardboard. How do I say the cardboard covering? It's on the plastic right here. So that's what I do to keep. Because, like I said, there's some things that are on, the record cover that you see, and it will say 25th anniversary, or, for example, Michael Jackson and the Thriftylistics. I'm just making it up. Michael Jackson and Thriftylistics. It may say something that when people look at your record, they're like, oh my gosh, they have that? That's really good, That's some of the things you know from collecting records. Now, so that's some of the things from collecting records. Now, let me explain to you where to find records from. Now, as I'm doing this is just showing you how to put it on. But as I'm putting it on, I'm going to explain to you where you can find records at. You can get records at your local Target. You can get records at, Walmart, Best Buy. But those places are very, very high. They're very, very expensive. And they're going to be like 50, 80 and up. Very expensive. So to get all of my records, I go to a place called Princeton Record Exchange. And I also go to a place called Goodwill. Goodwill Records, they're like $2.49. And let me tell you, because I was there today, so it's not a lie. I'm counting them now. I got 4 records, and all of them were $2.49. Gave me about that was $10 and something cents. Because you got to count on the taxes and all. That's not bad. That's very good. Now, this is not a promotion. I don't get paid to promote this company. But this company has saved me a lot of money and has given me a lot of good records. So, this is why I'm telling you. But it's not a promotion because they ain't giving me no money to promote this. Princeton Record Exchange. This is the bag that you get when you buy the records. It shows the phone number, which is 609-921-0881. Again, the phone number for the Princeton Record Exchange is 609-921-0881. They accept the Visa, MasterCard, Discovery, and they accept gift cards. Their email is on here as well. And it says, we buy your CDs, DVDs, LPS, no collection too large. If you have cassette tapes, DVDs, movies, 45s, vinyl records, everything you could think of with music, this place has them. And they cost about, I would have to say the prices for these things range from $1 to $20, and that's it. Because I bought at least, at the time that I went here, I bought one record, and that record cost me $3.99. But if you want to buy more records, it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's going to only cost you a little bit. When I tell you, I have this holding up so you guys can screenshot, take pictures if you would like, if you guys want to go there as well. That is in Princeton, New Jersey. I recommend you go there because it's really good. Now, if you have a collection of whatever, CDs, DVDs, cassette tapes, vinyl records, 45s, and you don't want them anymore, but you want more, you can go there. You can give them your collection. And depending on how much your collection costs, that's how much money worth of records you'll be able to go inside and get. And then you go to the register, and let's say, for example, I give them $145 worth of records. And I want to come in and get that much money worth of records. But I don't want the record collection I gave you. I want to give you that and come in and get another one. You can do that. So you speak to them and they will definitely, they know their stuff. Any question is not a bad question. They know everything when it comes to the music industry. They know it all. And when you may think they just got music from back in the day, no. They got music from today's day and age. They got music from back in the day. They got music from all types. Classical, rock, country, rap, R&B. They got it all. Motown, they got it all. And when I tell you, there was a line wrapped outside and down the street. There was a line wrapped up down the street and around the corner at the Princeton Record Exchange when I went. There really, really was. And when I tell you, inside is super, super packed. So they only let a handful of people in at a time. It was a great experience. And I will always go there to get records because their prices for these records are so good. And any and everything you need to clean your records, they have at this store. And the plastic sleeves I was showing you, they have it at that store. Everything that you would need for records, that they have, everything you would need for records that they would have at like a Best Buy, Target, even a Goodwill or a Walmart. They have it at the Princeton Record Exchange, and it is very expensive. I mean, very inexpensive. It's not expensive at all. Um, Now, when you get your record and you want to clean it, I will definitely show you a picture of what I'm talking about. But when you want to clean your records, there is a brush that you can use to clean your vinyl records. Now, there is also a container, that a box that has a liquid in it, and you spin your record in that liquid to clean your vinyl record. Take it out, you use that brush that takes that liquid off, and then take a towel and you wipe it down, and it cleans your vinyl records. This is what I'm talking about. Now, also, they have just a brush and a solution inside of a spray bottle. The solution that's inside the spray bottle, all it is alcohol and water mixed. That's really all it is. And this is what it is. So this bottle right here, all it has in it is alcohol and water mixed. And you just spray it on your vinyl record. And you just use the brush. And that helps you with cleaning it. That's really all it is. See? And you take that brush and you clean your record. And they have a smaller brush. This right here is a smaller brush. That right there is your needle for your record player. And this brush right here cleans that needle. So then it will look like this. Your before, which is dirty vinyl record, and then your clean one. So, I mean, you could do that, but for me, for example, I am not spending I'm not spending money to clean my record on products to clean my record when I know what those products consist of that I could do at home. So if you're like me and you don't want to spend that type of money, get yourself a nice paper towel, get yourself a nice little bowl. I'm telling you how, this is what I do. Get yourself a nice little bowl, mix it with 2 little small cups of alcohol and 3 little small cups of alcohol, 2 little small cups of water, and you mix it together with like a plastic spoon or fork or whatever, and dump your little paper towel in that mixture and rub it against your record player, and there you go. You're cleaning your record player. That's really it. And if you don't want to wipe the solution off your record, you can just let your record air dry and it will dry really fast. And it's the same thing as using all these products and brushes and stuff to clean your record. It is mandatory for you to clean your records and the needle, because if you don't, your record player, your records, and the needle will definitely accumulate dirt and dust, and it will not be good for your record player and your record because it will damage it. So you do need to clean your records and your record player and the needle. That's a mandatory must. Um, like I said, I will definitely show you guys my record collection. I have 2 boxes right now full of records, and I need more boxes because I have a lot of records on top of the boxes of records that aren't in boxes or crates right now. So I need to get another container to put my records in, because I do have a lot of them. But let me give you a little history on vinyl records. One second. Sorry. So they call records phonograph records, if you didn't know that. Phonograph as gramophone record. Especially in British English, a vinyl record or similar, a record or vinyl is in the form of a flat disc with an inserted groove. The groove usually starts near the edges, near the center of the disc. For about half a century, the discs were commonly made from shellac, with earlier records having a fine filler mixed in. Starting in the 1940s, became common the vinyl records of the 20th century. So basically, if you want to get technical, if you want to know how they make vinyl records, the same thing they make, and I'm coming close to the screen so y'all know, the same thing that they make tires out of is the same thing they use on the roads, is the same thing they use to make these vinyl records. All they do is get a big ball of it, put it on a machine, okay? And the machine they're putting it on is already round, and then they get a circle that is on the machine, and all it does is, imagine this is a circle, okay? Imagine this is a circle. Here, I'm going to do it like this. Imagine this is a circle, okay? This is the circle part of the machine. This is the machine, This right here is the black glob of record that they're going to make. They put it on the machine like this. Then they get the circle part that's on the top. And all they do is go like this. And they compress it. And they go like this, and they compress it into a circle. Now, if you want a certain color in it, then they'll take like some color and they'll put it in before they compress it into the circle record that you see nowadays. And then after they compress it and make it into this beautiful record, then it will be like this. Okay? And right here may have some excess of the record, may have some excess on it. So then they got to cut it off. And there's a machine that cuts it off. And depending on what company is making the record, sometimes the person cuts the excess off. So let's get more into the music industry. How do famous celebrities and record players and all that stuff come about? So basically, when the artist makes their music, in the back of the day, when an artist made music, it was put onto a cassette tape. That cassette tape was sent over to the record producer, the label, whatever, and they would play their music. Nowadays, we have CDs, so they don't do the cassette tapes anymore, and they just put their music on a CD and they give it to whoever they want to give it to for the music to be heard. So what happens is the artist makes their album, and their album goes on a CD. Then they'll give their album to they'll give their album to their record label. The record label puts that album onto a CD. But before it goes on a CD, they'll take that album, give it to the record label, whatever vinyl record company that record label uses, they'll give the album to that company. And that company will put that album on that record. Now, while they're doing that, they'll probably change a couple songs or take a couple songs, out of the album. Or they'll put more songs into the album. And it will go onto the CD. But the vinyl record comes out first. A month ahead of time or a couple weeks ahead of time, the vinyl record will come out first into the stores. Then, after that, the hard pressed copy of the CD that maybe they took songs out of or put songs onto or whatever the case may be will come out. And that's why sometimes some songs that are on the CD are not on the vinyl record and vice versa, because the vinyl record goes out first. And then after that, they're still editing and doing things to they might still be doing things or editing to their to their album that didn't go on to the hard press of the vinyl record. So that's really, how they do that. And so, yeah, that's really, really it. I hope you guys learned a lot. If you need any more clarity or information on what I was speaking about, please, don't hesitate. Feel free to definitely go in the comments down below and let me know. Please comment, subscribe, share, and like these videos. If this video is very informative and really does give you more information and help you, please let me know down below. Let me know what vinyl record player you have. And I didn't forget to tell you where I got my vinyl record from. I get my vinyl record, okay? I get my vinyl record. I got mine from Goodwill. How much did it cost? $53. That's it. Now, if you go to a Walmart or a Target or a Best Buy, you're going to spend $100 or more. $100 or more. But me, I'm cheap. So, also, I got mine as a gift. My mom bought mine. And it was only $53 at Goodwill. And it wasn't broken. It was nothing wrong with it. It was off to the side in the cut where nobody would see it. But I seen it. I pointed it out. And my mama bought it for me for my birthday. And guess what? $53 is not that bad. That was actually real good for a record player, knowing that they cost $100 or more. So like I said, I hope this really helped you guys in the record world. If you're just starting out, welcome. If you have any other questions or comments or concerns you want to make, please comment it down below. I do read your comments, and I definitely will respond back when you comment. So I'm telling you, please comment on the bottom of all these videos, because I do look at your comments. I do read them, and if there's something that I want to communicate to you or talk to you about, I definitely do respond. Now, it may take me a day or so to respond, but I do respond because I am, working. So I do respond. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will definitely make another video about records, and I will definitely show you my record collection on another video. But until next time, guys, bye.